Fremantle Cemetery. Did you feel Bon Scott's spirit? Is this true, Sam?
Yes.
We had mic interference during it.
And then suddenly it just said Mike. I was like, Mike?
And then we also had interference while we weren't there.
The ghostly image of a woman was sighted.
In our radio. The radio's cutting in and out as well.
This happened a couple of times and she went...
No way.
Hang on, who was Mike? What was that about?
Bon Scott was a singer.
Oh, Mike as in microphone.
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting some spooky interference.
Don't like that.
Hang on, and then you were talking about the mic and we got the feedback through the mic at the same time. This is getting a bit spooky, Sam.
Why is my camera zooming by itself? What the actual...
First off, a massive shout out to Mark Gibson and the ABC Breakfast team for having us on. You made us feel so welcome. Well, sort of. Truth is, we were more nervous than on any ghost hunt. Ghosts? We've got that covered. Live radio? Well, that's a real horror story. Spooky Squad, we need your eyes and ears on this one. Something strange happened during the broadcast and we're still trying to wrap our heads around it. Glitch in the matrix, ghostly sabotage, or just science being weird. Drop your best theory in the comments. We'll give our favourite a shout out in the next video. And hey, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that bell. It helps us keep digging into these spooky mysteries every single week.
ABC Radio Perth with Mark Gibson on breakfast.
Hello again. It is 11 minutes past 7, 8 degrees in the city. It's going to be pretty chilly today. We're going for a top of just 17. Now, coming up shortly, Perth's paranormal father and sons trying to solve some of Australia's spookiest mysteries.
There's 3 guys incoming right now that has 109,000 subscribers. So just wait right here.
Okay, let's pause here for a second. This photo, that's 3 people doing their best not to look absolutely terrified. You might be thinking, wait, you guys hunt ghosts, but radio scares you? Well, it's a fair question, but here's the twist. This wasn't just any radio. It was live on one of the biggest shows in the city. Thousands of listeners, talkback radio, real callers, real-time reactions, and they could say anything. That's not just exposure, that's full-body vulnerability to an audience that's probably had no idea we even existed. So yeah, we were a little bit terrified. Now let's rewind. Remember, we promised you a front row seat. Let's take you back to the 30-minute drive in. Close your eyes for this part. You ready? Picture this. A blender stuffed with butterflies, adrenaline, joy, fear and a pinch of panic. Now hit max speed. What comes out? A thick, emotional soup we had to swallow to survive. One moment, laughter and jokes. The next, dead silence. You could hear a pin drop as we all sat there staring out the window, wondering what the heck we've just signed up for. All right, back to the photo. Now look at Sam. He's an absolute little legend, cracking jokes, lifting the mood, doing his best to keep us from falling apart. Casey's behind the camera, quietly capturing us in peak vulnerability. And Caleb? Well, he's stony-faced and deep in thought, probably questioning every life decision that led him to this exact moment. And me? I couldn't even tell you what Sam was saying. I was too busy putting on a brave face while internally spiralling. What if it all goes wrong? What if the callers eat us alive? Now, usually I don't stress about what people think, but this time it wasn't about me. I was worried about the kids. Even though, just to set the record straight, Sam is the one who wanted to hunt ghosts. I just got roped in. But I'll back him to the ends of the earth, because the truth is, he's a 9-year-old and already way braver than his dad. But being our first time on live radio, the nerves hit hard. And you know what? That's okay. It's human. It's how we grow. It's something I've always taught my kids. And in that moment, it came full circle. Looking back at this exact photo, one lesson hits me right between the eyes. Next time, worry less about the fear and lead harder into the fun. Because that's what Solve the Spooky is really about. But here's the weird part. While we were wrapped up in our nerves, maybe we were missing something. Or someone who was trying to make themselves known. Strange things happened while filming. Even stranger things showed up in the footage after. Were they trying to be heard or sabotaging our big moment? Surely not. I mean, come on, ghosts. Can't we just have one normal day? But no. What's causing this? More importantly, why now? Stick around, you're in for one wild ride. Now, what's the best way to shake off the nerves and break the ice? I got it. Let's shoot a quick short and get in the vibe.
Guys, oh my golly gee willikers, we are literally going in on radio. Isn't that crazy? Like, thank you guys so much. If you guys didn't do this, we would not be here right now. Thank you so much.
Raise the subscribers. Raise the subscribers.
Deep breath. Everything's going to be fine. Wait. Oh no, that's right. It's way too early for anyone to be at the reception. And suddenly, panic mode. We're stuck outside the ABC building, buzzing the intercom like lost puppies, because nothing screams professional media guests like awkwardly loitering at the front door and whispering, "Hi, we're here," hoping someone, anyone, hears us before we miss the interview.
I'm scared. They're gonna be like, "You're not supposed to be here."
Yep, still processing. It'll be okay, Rod. Maybe they won't answer and we could just go home.
I just guess they're just gonna be like, "Welcome."
Oh, I can see him up there.
Bugger. They answered.
Hey, old mate, we're just actually here for an interview with Gibbo.
No worries, mate. I'm going to just let you into the foyer there and I'll get someone to come down.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Well, there's no pulling out now.
Caleb just sees coffee.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks, Gibbo.
Well, there is a reason why Gibbo is one of the best radio hosts going around.
Spooky family.
Paranormal family.
Well, I put the big flash lights on just for you guys.
What a legend. He made us feel comfortable straight away. And now, of course, there's no going
We're all
back.
different heights. I might have to lower the desk.
No problems, mate.
I'd always stand up.
Scream down.
See ya.
And everyone else can sit. Where's my chair? I need this one.
You can.
What are you doing? Don't get nervous on me. I've got a couple of audio clips. So I'll need you to, when we're underway, I'll need you to wear headphones.
Yeah.
You've all got them there?
Yes, got it.
And then you can just hear, because otherwise if I turn my microphone on, it cuts out the audio.
No stress, mate.
With the nerves finally settling and just minutes before going live, we realised something. We were surrounded by skeptics. Friendly, absolutely. Open-minded for sure, but still skeptics. And honestly, we love that. Solve the Spooky isn't about proving ghosts are real. It's about staying curious, asking questions, and chasing the truth together. Then we find out Mark's nervous too. Not because of us, but about the feedback that might come flying in. And what happened next? You couldn't have scripted it. The timing? Unreal. So here it is, the interview exactly as it happened. If we missed something strange, drop it in the comments because we'll be watching.
Okay, so as we hit 10 past, I'll do traffic, quick recap. We'll be about 12 past by the time we're with you, all right?
No problems at all.
There you go.
Connect with Perth on Breakfast with Mark Gibson on 720 ABC Radio Perth.
Nobody knows Perth like we do.
Hello again. It is 11 minutes past 7, 8 degrees in the city. It's going to be pretty chilly today. We're going for a top of just 17, and there are a few more showers about this morning. Now, coming up shortly, Perth's paranormal father and sons trying to solve some of Australia's spookiest mysteries. Oh, believe it or not, so many people have a fascination with things they can't explain. Paranormal phenomena, messages from the grave. Well, there's a large number of people who swear that they have a connection with those on the other side. And my next guests are Perth's own paranormal family. They're gaining a really big following online thanks to their travelling tales and spooky experiences. They have their own YouTube series called Solve the Spooky.
Welcome to Solve the Spooky, where mysteries, adventures and paranormal come together with a family-friendly twist.
Give me 5, alright.
I'm scared of you.
We're going to be sleeping over at the most haunted jail in Australia.
What the?
Whoa, I've got the father, Rod, and sons, 21-year-old Caleb and 9-year-old Sam, all with me in the studio. Hello, fellas.
How are you, mate?
I'm good. This is all a little bit crazy for me. Now, is this all legit?
Mate, it is totally legit. We actually started it, funny enough, when Sam had a request for us to go down to the Swanview Tunnel. And people always ask me all the time, where did it come from? It actually came more from him than anything else. Did you want to tell the story of the Swanview?
Okay. So basically what happened was I was just chilling in my room, just sitting down, just chilling out. And then I just had this thing pop up in my head. Why are we not ghost hunting? I would love to ghost hunt. Like, me and my dad always watch Ghostbusters, so we're just like, come on, let's do it. And then I just came up my stairs, just asked Dad, can we go there? And then he was like, sure, yeah. And it just came up to this.
And so you just went ghost hunting?
Yeah.
We did. He is the brave one of the trio, without doubt.
Yeah.
The channel actually started probably 7 years ago with Caleb when he wanted to go to Base Camp Everest.
Yeah, that started a while ago. So nearly running up on 8 years now, where we went to Everest Base Camp, and well, I mean, a big change now compared to then.
And funny enough, he was one of the youngest kids to ever get to base camp at 13. Mm-hmm. And now I only found out this morning that we probably have the youngest ghost hunter as well. And that wasn't planned, mate. That wasn't planned.
But hang on, who believes in what here? Caleb, I understand you're slightly sceptical.
I'm a bit on the middle ground. I found that it's not that we believe or that we don't believe, but funny enough, that's the fun of it. It's not knowing. It's that mystery that you're actually chasing, trying to find out the truth.
Rod, are you a believer?
Mate, I've had too many things happen to me and coincidences from Casey, because Casey actually pulls all of our content together and finds the hidden message inside. And I have to admit, mate, yes, I would be the believer of the trio, definitely.
All right, so this has taken you around the country trying to solve some of these mysteries. Fremantle Cemetery, did you feel Bon Scott's spirit? Is this true? Sam?
Yes.
What happened?
So basically we were just finding stuff and just be like, nothing's happening. Nothing's going to happen.
Yeah.
And then suddenly it just said Mike. I was like, you're Bon Scott, right?
He said music before, didn't he?
Yeah.
Mike. Sam, this is now freaking me out because this...
It just said Mike. I was like, Mike? What do you mean by Mike?
So, a bit of feedback in here. Maybe we're getting some spooky interference.
Mate, you have no idea how many times that happens. Sorry, Sam, keep going, mate.
And we were just like, ooh, okay, Mike. Okay, now I don't get that. I really don't get that. And then it said us to go right. We were like, Bon Scott. Bon Scott. Okay? Where are we going? And like, they set us right, and the one grave we were looking for was not there, but Bon Scott found it, so then we can get there.
Thank you very much. Oh my God, Bon Scott just helped us find Moondine Joe.
We love you.
Sam?
Yeah?
That's freaking me out a bit.
Correct. And funny enough...
Hang on, who was Mike? What was that about?
Mike, you know how Bon Scott was like a singer.
Oh, mic as in microphone.
Yeah. It said mic, microphone, music. It also, funny enough, actually directed us back to where his iPad was hidden, actually near Bon Scott's, because we left it there and it actually said hidden, turn left, go down, and he found his iPad that we'd left there. And no one knew we left it there, by the way, because it was just us two.
Hang on, and then you were talking about the mic, and then the mic went, we got the feedback through the mic at the same time. This is getting a bit spooky, Sam.
Yes.
Now, I want to play a little clip. You went to the old Melbourne jail. Now, this is one of Australia's oldest mysteries, the location of Ned Kelly's skull.
The evidence that we captured in this video could easily turn a skeptic into a believer, and it might just rewrite one of Australia's greatest unsolved mysteries.
Ned Kelly, are you here?
What happened stunned us. We're still trying to process it. So welcome to part 4.
Burial.
The burial?
D.
His skull? D.
No.
Where's it buried?
No, it's all going to his skull.
DNA technology has settled the mystery of Ned Kelly by positively identifying the bushranger's remains. But the whereabouts of the bushranger's skull are still unknown.
He's trying to tell us where his skull was buried.
Ooh, so, did you find or solve the mystery of where Ned Kelly's skull might be?
Yes.
Yes?
We believe we have, yes.
I think the Emily State Microsoft.
The college next door.
Yeah.
Because we actually went into the jail and walked around and we heard the word Emily twice. We didn't know who Emily was.
Yeah.
But then Casey did the actual investigation. And what did he find, Sam?
He found a building right next to the jail, and it was a college, and we were so surprised because it just kept on saying Emily, Emily, and I thought it was like someone from his family or something, but it wasn't. It was actually a building, and now we think that Ned Kelly's skull is under that building.
Because it was built over the top of the old graves.
Right.
We didn't know that during the investigation. And that's the big thing about our investigations. We don't set anything up. We go there, we collect data, and then Casey, our ghost whisperer, is our ghost expert, he dives into it. Sometimes we're as shocked as everyone else as we're watching them, without doubt.
All right. Now, where does this all go from here? Is this all about, YouTube clips, clicks and big, social media presence, or are you firmly believing in what you're doing here?
I have a very selfish reason. I'll spend as much time with my kids as I possibly can doing anything. But Caleb's got some of the plans coming up forward. What have we got coming up?
Yeah, we've got a couple of new videos coming out with, obviously, Blackwall.
Yep, Blackwall Reach.
Blackwall Reach.
Yeah.
Yep. So we're going a couple of places around there to see some new, hopefully, activity, depending.
Yep, we've got Albany Jail.
Oh, what have we got? Albany Jail. We've got the
Alcatraz.
That's hopefully in the future. We've got
Alcatraz, as in America.
We're going to the American. We're going to the Alcatraz to go through ghost hunting throughout that in October this year. After we go to, funny enough, an actual YouTube summit that we've been invited to.
Right. Well, we are not without spooky places in WA. I'm getting some message through on the text line. Actually, surprisingly, you haven't had anyone telling you completely bonkers yet. We have had messages about York. York is a spooky place, right?
Yes.
Have you been there and discovered anything?
Not yet. Casey's actually put that onto our list. I believe the York Hospital as well.
Yes.
Also up at 2J. There's a lot of places up at 2J we're going to be going to. And funny enough, when we dive into this, we thought we would just have a couple of videos and it'd end. The more we dove into this, the more history we found, the more fun we've had.
Yeah.
Sam, you look like you're having fun.
Yeah.
Do you like being a YouTube star?
100%.
He had a dream. Really quickly, what was your dream to get?
To get 100,000 subscribers to get a plaque.
Yeah, and he just received that 2 weeks ago, that we've actually received the plaque. So
100,000 subscribers on YouTube. Good effort, guys. Whatever you're doing, it seems to be working. People are going for it. I'll throw it over to our listeners. Any other places that you think they need to explore around WA? 1300 222 720. Solve the Spooky. You can look out for it on YouTube. Thanks to you all for coming in, telling us your very strange story this morning. This is a direction I didn't realise I was heading on a Tuesday morning, but there you go. Thanks, guys. That is One Spooky Family. Solve the Spooky is the name of their YouTube channel. You're on 720 ABC Perth. If you've got any suggestions of where they need to go to check things out, 1300 222 720.
Well, I remember when I was young.
Thanks, guys.
Thank
It's over like that, isn't it? It's quick.
Yes, correct.
It's very quick.
And in all seriousness, the...
Watch out, I'm going to go up with the desk.
That's okay. You know the faulty equipment?
Yeah.
Like, it is...
It was really funny getting all that feedback, but I don't normally have 3 guests.
That's what I was thinking. I was going... Because we have no power, we took it off, put it over there, just so it didn't interrupt it.
That is a bit weird.
Well, so, yeah,
Oh, Jeff's there. Go, Skipper.
Yeah, Jack's
All
the
right,
biggest
mate.
skeptic on earth going, what are you doing?
Mate, it's always to be good to be sceptical in the job.
Yeah,
There's always
mate.
going to be someone
Good
that has
job,
some
mate.
questions.
Yeah, you're right.
Give over his gift just to say thank you. Our very first mug we got, as in the very first of the Spooky Squad.
So now we're going to have microphone issues all the time.
It was over there. It was weird.
Well, that was so much fun. But now for the moment of truth. What will the listeners say after hearing our interview?
Oh, okay. This listener says, "Let me be the first one, then, Gibbo." What a load of rubbish.
What an unforgettable experience. And it's all thanks to you, Spooky Squad. We truly wouldn't be here without your support, and we really mean that. Proud dad moment? Absolutely. Just look at these boys, all smiles and all heart. Now let's rewind and relive the weirdness. Strange glitches, unexplained sounds, perfectly imperfect timing. Was it a spirit trying to be heard, or something trying to sabotage the moment?
We had mic interference during it.
And then suddenly it just said Mike. I was like, Mike?
Why is my camera zooming by itself? What the actual...
Hang on, who was Mike? What was that about?
Bon Scott was a singer.
Oh, Mike as in microphone.
Yeah.
Now we're getting some spooky interference.
Don't like that.
If there's one thing we've learned from this, face your fears. Because on the other side is something unforgettable. Oh, and the weirdness. Yeah, it didn't stop there. It followed us.
And then we also had interference while we weren't there.
The ghostly image of a woman was sighted.
In our radio. The radio's cutting in and out as well.
This happened a couple of times and she went...
No way.
And the weird moments. What do you think they were? Leave your comments below. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay curious, and we'll see you in the next adventure.
19 to 8. You've got a spooky story for me this morning. It's not quite where I thought the breakfast program was going this morning, but nonetheless, I'm embracing it. 1300 and 20.
We didn't think it'd go like this either. Holy cow! We've taken over a radio station! What is happening?
Wow.
Can you believe they're calling in to give you ideas of where to hunt?
Yeah.
How awesome's that? Oh. Aren't you glad you joined the Spooky Squad now? Okay, yes, but there's only 2 things that I've got a question for. One, we hear about their electrical things that you just spoke about. Yes. Which is creepy. But 2, we had mic interference during it, and then we also had mic interference while we weren't there. In our radio. The radio's cutting in and out as well. Don't like that. Let's go see Casey. Creepy.
The whole talkback now is about you guys.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's all...
The whole show's now about ghosts, like...
This is awesome. You can't pay for this kind of stuff. I want a free Big Mac.
This, believer or skeptic?
I'm actually a skeptic. I don't know, sometimes my wife used to work at New Norcia and take visitors out there and have a look around and,
Oh, Ken, I've lost you. New Norcia.
Oh, hang on.
On the back of my head used to stand up and I'd get cold, maybe, and she was a frightening place there. Some bad stuff went on there, I think.
Yeah, Ken, I lost about half of that, but I totally get what you're saying. New Norcia, I reckon.
The radio station's glitching.
It is. I mean, this person says 108 Adelaide Terrace in East Perth is a heritage-listed old girls' home with lots of paranormal activity. 7:45 on 720 ABC Perth. Stay with me, Nadia, and then sport to come.
Oh, I've still got a smile on my face from that last interview with our paranormal family. You've been pretty kind to them on the text line. Thank you for that. Yes, Nadia in Girraween did say no, she needs to be the first one to say no, a whole lot of rubbish. Plenty of you, though, suggesting some locations that they could be checking out for spirit activity. York keeps coming up. Various churches. Someone points out that the old York Hospital these days is a private residence, so probably best to leave the owners alone. Fair enough. Wonder how things are going living in there. I've heard all sorts of stories about that place over the years. And this person says, it's David, says the only place you will find spirits is in a bottle shop. Just before the news, though, the spooky family who are here, they're telling us about their YouTube channel. They've gone around, it's a father and two sons, and they've been going around investigating paranormal activity and turning it into a very popular YouTube channel by the sounds of it. But I'm kind of surprised at how many of you are just jumping on the text line and the phones to tell me about places you'd like them to check out. I did ask you, 1300 222 720, of any spooky places and spooky stories that you think need investigating. Everyone's got a story, don't they? There are so many old buildings that someone's got a story of something going on. Here's a name I recognise, Lee Tate, old journalist himself. Hello, Lee. I recognise Lee Tate, old journalist himself. Hello, Lee. Good, sorry, enough of the old. Let's just say journalist Lee Tate. What's a spooky place you know of, Lee?
Well, I did a number of interviews with people in and out of the Albion Hotel over a period of time.
The Albion Hotel,
the
that's near us.
The previous manager told me there that many people had reported when going out from the hotel at night, like when being in the bar and then moving around the hotel, there's some beautiful stairs that sweep up to the top story, and often a woman had been sighted, the ghostly image of a woman was sighted moving around at the top of the stairs.
No, what? Have we left someone there?
But basically stayed near the top of the stairs. And this was a number of people over a long period of time who hadn't known other people who had reported it. And then she said the other thing was,
we're literally making a radio station do us.
There's a big bed box up there.
Yes.
Started
Like,
playing music.
asking someone,
and a rock
do you
song, I think,
know any spooky
someone pushed the button, so she went over there to see what button had been pushed and so on. And it hadn't been turned on at all, so she went around to turn it off at the wall. Must have been a short or something. It had already been turned off at the wall. And this happened a couple of times, and she went back again, and it was playing. And
you hear the radio going weird?
Stopped, so whether they're connected, who knows?
What the radio's going weird?
The Albion Hotel, the one on Stirling Highway.
Stirling Highway Crossroad, and that was the original building. That and Christchurch across the road, they were sort of like the original buildings when it was basically a track between Fremantle and Perth. So there could well be some bodies buried there.
Oh, who knows? Lee, thanks for phoning in this morning. Lee Tate there. So Albion Hotel, a lot of those grand old pubs, there are stories. You can believe them or not, but there are stories. Hello, Marilyn.
Good morning, Mark.
What's your story?
I've had a number of occurrences over the years. I'll mention Royal Perth because I was a student nurse there.
Royal Perth.
Back in the 79 I started. And in the old wing, so that was the original structure, not sure its construction date. And there was one occasion when I was on night duty with a very senior charge or nurse who'd worked in England, and she said to me, we'd put one of our patients who was going to pass away that night into a lovely place away from the ward. It was an examination room, just so that they had privacy and we could keep a close eye on them and just be with them. And when we walked into that, through the doorway to go and check on this gentleman, we both noticed like the temperature drop. It was cold. And she looked at me and she said, he's probably passed away. And that was my first encounter of that phenomena. And then when I was trained staff, I was in charge of an old ward, and a gentleman had passed away, and he was out on the veranda in a single room. And I went, because the buzzer, the lights you'd see the light above the door of the ward,
like
you'd hear the buzz in the office. So I went down, and this gentleman had passed away, and the young nurse that was looking after this section, she freaked out because no one was in the room except the gentleman that had passed, and his hand buzzer wasn't anywhere near his hand, it had gone off. So you get sort of strange electrical things happening. So,
Like the
just
mic.
A couple of examples.
Yeah, there's all sorts of things happening. I've got the spooky sound effects and everything. Thank you for phoning in, though. Look, I just always think with these things, there are so many people with stories to tell. I'm never going to say to someone, that didn't happen, or you're lying, or you're making it up, because, who am I to judge? 19 to 8. You've got a spooky story for me this morning. It's not quite where I thought the breakfast program was going this morning, but nonetheless, I'm embracing it. 1300 222 720.
We didn't think it'd go like this either.
720
Holy cow!
ABC
We've taken over a radio station! What is happening?
Alrighty, the All Ords closed down 16 points yesterday to 8,826. The Dow Jones finished down 422 to 44,406.